Hi guys, it's Sunday. Well, today, since we've all been really into watching Doctor Who lately, as you can see by my various Doctor Who shirts, even though Doctor Who is awesome and everything, sometimes I'm left at the end scratching my head wondering, would that really be possible? The best explanation that I could glean from Doctor Who was that people assume that time is a straight progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. But that kind of wasn't scientific enough for me, as awesome as that quote was. So I went on Wikipedia and other scientific websites and attempted to understand how exactly time travel would work, if it were possible. We are on this sort of loop thing called the space-time continuum. It looks like this. It's like the globe, I guess. And the people who are technically on the upside-down part of it, they don't realize their position relative to us is upside down. One of the ways I understood that time travel could be possible would be if there was like a hole right here, between right there and right there. Say this is Earth, and say this is Venus. Well, saying that space were flat, you could walk all the way from Earth to Venus, but that would take a really long time. But there's also a shortcut right here, this kind of hole thing, which you'll have to imagine. That would be a wormhole. You would come through Earth, and it would take some time. I don't know how much time, because in wormholes, time and space are all weird and warped, so it would take a shorter time, but you don't really know how much. But you would get really quickly from Earth to Venus. Another way that this could be possible is actually by the Doctor Who explanation, which is that everything is wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, which actually, I was reading it actually is wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. This, in his theory, could be the fabric of space and time, any one of these pictures. Which means that although those things could look like they're really far away to us, it could be easy to jump from one point to another. Another way that time travel could be possible, this has again been explained in Doctor Who somewhat, is that there could be parallel universes. In the parallel universe theory, there would just be two universes like this, going their own separate ways. They don't know that the other one exists, and they could be exactly the same, sort of different in some ways, or entirely different, and have evolved independently. But in some ways, you could actually go back in time. This was used in this novel, Timeline by Michael Crichton, which is a good book. This is our universe, and this is the parallel one. Our universe is going on normal, like it is, and we know it is. This universe is actually exactly the same in every way, except it's kind of been slowed down. So that, were you to like draw a straight line, and I guess find the equivalent time relative to the beginning of the universe and the end, that time that would be, I don't know, 2007 for us might be 1400 in that other universe. The same 1400 that we experienced, except relative, like two different places. So you could just hop from one universe to the other. In the novel Timeline, you couldn't actually like go forward to the other timeline or backwards. You could just hop from one to the other, which would kind of be time travel, but not actually, because if you affected the 1400 events on that timeline, it would affect the future, as the events that we do now, the events that we affect now affect our own future, but it wouldn't affect your own 1400. So yeah, time travel, pretty improbable / impossible, but still pretty fun to think about. Until next time, guys, count the shadows.